Welcome to Thrive's big question of the day. Today's big question, should I do the period certain? Should I do a 10% penalty-free withdrawal? So I have two advisors, Advisor Dave and Advisor John. They both have clients around 63 and plan to delay Social Security to age 70. The gap is going to probably be their Social Security and a little more. So they probably have about a $4,000 a year gap for this delay. Dave is going to fill the gap with a period certain, while John, he wants the flexibility of a product with a 10% penalty-free withdrawal, which is the more efficient. Do you know? Well, let's take a look at what we're going to have here. As I said, we have a client who's going to need about $4,000 to cover the shortfall of lost Social Security and the ongoing shortfall. We have two ways of approaching this. First, we can take the $480,000 in a product like Allianz 222. This will allow $48,000 a year for the next 6 years and beyond if I'd like. Again, and there are many products that do this. I've just used the 222 as an example. The second option is to take approximately $220,000 and buy myself a 6-year period certain contract, paying the $4,000 a month. Okay. So let's look at what happens with those two options. Well, what we see here is where the green line represents the period certain contract and the red line represents the 10% penalty-free withdrawal product. You can see at the end of the day, the green line's a winner. It's both a net worth and a more efficient withdrawal rate. What is happening here? Well, first thing is we're holding fewer dollars hostage. Right? $480,000 versus $220,000. I've eliminated the withdrawal rate risk to the proper amount without having to put more dollars aside. That means it's $260,000, the period certain solution, that's the green line, that's free to invest at a higher rate than what you would get in a 10% penalty-free withdrawal product. So you're creating long-term growth with free the hostages. Efficiency. Well, tax efficiency. You'll notice that the green and red line, the green line actually has a smaller withdrawal rate in the earlier years than the red line. And then the red line has a higher withdrawal, a lower withdrawal rate, substantially lower, but lower than we need. And actually, if you look at reliability of income, it's actually generating more income than I actually need, which means it's probably generating more taxes than I want. Well, what's happening? In the beginning part where the green line is lower than the red line, they're both getting the same income. However, the green line has an exclusion ratio. The red line is first in, last out. So the red line, the 10% penalty-free withdrawal, that $4,800 is most likely mostly taxes, whereas the green line is not. And as we go along, after I turn on Social Security, what's happening? I have now more income than I need if I have the 222, because I either have to keep taking that 10% penalty-free withdrawal or take a surrender charge hit, which I'm not going to do. And I'm probably not going to take the income rider because it's not generally a good income rider. So I'm stuck taking that money out as fast as I can, and using it as my safe vehicle. So from a practical point of view, I might not even need the safe vehicles after 6 years anyhow, because now my Social Security coming in, my withdrawal rate is under 3%. Why do I need to continue having a safe vehicle? I don't. So that money's being tied up. Finally, that gets to creating more income in years you do not need it. You're going to see, I've created all this income, don't need it, not efficient, not growing the net worth. And at the end of the day, you can see a 222 is not, or any 10% penalty-free product is not the choice in a 6-year window. Probably not a 7, 8, or 9. And in this interest rate environment, probably not the 10th or 11th year. Now, the 12th or 13th makes a little more sense. And again, if interest rates fall, you may be talking at the 10th year. But right now, interest rates are great. And the 222 is not going to really outperform by that much. The advantage the 222 gives is, of course, I don't have to take the income. Where if I may choose not to take it because I'm going to work, it gives me some flexibility. But if I have a 6-year window, and I'm pretty sure what I'm doing the next 6 years, The 222 is not the right solution here, or 10% penalty-free withdrawal isn't, but a period certain is. Again, thank you for your time for today's big question. Look forward to the next one.
Hey, Tom Hegna here. I've written 5 books on retirement. Many of you know that. But I'll tell you, I've also attended Thrive University multiple times. Curtis Cloak is a personal friend of mine. He does some of my own personal financial work. And I will tell you, if you like the stuff that I do and you want to go deeper, you ought to attend Thrive University. I'm telling you, this is not for beginners. It is not a beginner's course. But if you want to go deep, deep, deep in the weeds, I'm telling you, nobody knows this like Curtis Cloak does. So hope to see you at a Thrive University in the future.